What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of 20 Somethings. I'm here with my usual co-host, but as you can see to my left, I have a new guest. His name is Justyn, and he's a fitness expert and also a nutritionist. Tell people a little bit about who you are and what you do.
So right now, I'm working at Planet Fitness. I'm a personal trainer. So my goal, personally for me, is to be able to help anybody and everybody get into the best fitness shape of their life. Personally for me, I don't really want people to not have the knowledge of nutrition, to not know what to do with their life. That really can cause a lot of problems. So my biggest thing is to help people, educate people on nutrition as best as possible.
I think the thing that is really important that we talk about is one, let's get on this fitness journey together, but also how could we, love and embrace the skin we're in? So I guess my question to you guys is have you ever had one thing about yourself where you hated it growing up and then you just learned to accept it or you learned to work on it in a healthy way? What was it for you guys?
Ladies first?
Sure. So for me, it was a big adjustment. I was a soccer player my whole life. So it was a huge adjustment for me transitioning from being an athlete and just being able to eat whatever, leave a soccer game, go to McDonald's after and be in the best shape of my life because I was running and burning everything off. Mm-hmm. So stopping playing soccer and then transitioning into college was just the end. It was really hard for me. So I feel like that was a big part. And also as being a soccer player, I was always so thick, at the bottom. So it was also very hard to transition from being just a shaped soccer player to losing that muscle and then being in college and having not always the most healthy food. So that was definitely an insecurity. But I feel learning to work out, not because I hate my body, but because I love my body, was a big transition for me. So yeah.
I'd say for me, my insecurities kind of just started, I should say, because like I previously stated, I used to be really skinny.
Yeah.
And then I started to put on weight as I joined the military. After I came out of basic training, I literally just blew up, I should say. Mm-hmm. And now I'm nah, I gotta get back on.
So Justyn, what do you say about that? How do you overcome those insecurities that you may have, or even some of those kind of generational curses that you may have as far as being unhealthy and not being around food, as far as, depending on where you live, there may be food deserts and not access to healthy food.
So for me, I tell people all the time, try to find ways to get around, say for instance, Wawa. Mm-hmm. You can order something from Wawa. I ordered something today, I had a grilled chicken sandwich. That's a good option, something quick like that. Let's say Chick-fil-A. Instead of getting the regular spiced chicken sandwich, get the grilled chicken sandwich. Something like that. I understand that people is cost effective, eating healthy can add up.
So we have to get into the diets and the fasts because there's so many of them. You got your flat tummy tea, you have your keto diet, HERBAL, that's a big one in Philly. And so we got to break them all down, all right? So you talked about the keto diet. What about the keto diet works compared to other diets?
Okay, so the keto diet, essentially you're taking away all the carbohydrates. So you have no carbohydrates, so that's one of the biggest things, you take away all the water out your body. I'm not gonna go to all the science behind it, but carbohydrates, the molecule itself attracts water. So once you take it out of the person's body, you instantly drop a lot of water weight, which is why most people get the results in the first month. I lost 10 pounds, just taking all the water weight out. Now, when you're having the keto diet, you don't really get hungry because you're not really changing your blood sugar, you keep your blood sugar steady, so it's really optimal for people that have diabetes, if they can sustain it. Now, you're eating a lot of meats, avocados when it comes to fats, you're adding a lot of grease, so you're not really going to, be hungry, like I said before. Now, when you have the keto diet, how can I put this? It has to be done correctly. Okay. Now, when you're taking away all that water, you'll be more prone to dehydration. Mm-hmm. That's one of the biggest things. So when you're getting a keto diet, you want to make sure you have a lot of salt in your diet. Okay. You want to keep sure that your body is having the hydration.
Got it.
A lot of people take away everything and you're not getting enough. Mm-hmm. Now, since you're taking away one thing like the carbohydrates, you got to up your fats, which really helps. Now, your body doesn't store fats as easy as you think it is. So, that being said, the higher you put your carb and your fats, the better you become in that diet.
So, Herbalife. I have a lot of friends who are on Herbalife. I have been introduced to this, I don't know how many times. Mostly all of my fitness guys, I should say, who I reach out to. Most of them are on Herbalife.
Got you.
Why aren't you on Herbalife?
So me personally, I'm not against Herbalife. I'm not against supplements. Personally, for me, I like to go the more natural route. So wherever you cook, wherever you're eating. Now, when it comes to Herbalife, me, from my knowledge of what I've heard, is that they're always focusing on supplements. The whole meal plan is protein shakes, 1 or 2 meals, snacks, which is okay. That's doable. But you're not really teaching nobody nothing, in my opinion. It's like if that company goes down and you can't get your supplements, what do you do then?
So I get it. So you're solely relying on these shakes.
Yeah, and that's what people are doing.
Okay.
You're popping, first of all, a lot of people don't even feel comfortable with that because they're popping like 25 pills. You're doing the 2 detox pills, you're doing the
What?
2 multivitamins.
Yes. There's a lot of
people
pills
don't-
with it.
In the morning, you take about 9 pills. So
That's
if you're
crazy.
against pills, which most people are, and you can't swallow pills, once again, how can this work for me if I can't do it? And who wants to be pill popping for the next 20 years of their life?
Pill popping.
Like,
No, really though.
You know, who wants to be
You
doing
really
that?
are pill popping.
So with that being said, is like that's not natural. That's not the route that I like to promote. I'm not against it. Being healthy in general, if you're healthy, I love it. But I don't think that's sustainable, in my personal opinion.
Right.
And that's why a lot of people that do it have a tendency to relapse, for lack of better words, and they put the weight back on that they lost because, you know, when holidays come around or stuff like that, you can't really manipulate. You can't have a protein shake and everybody got turkey and stuff around you. So
Wow.
That's true.
it's not really teaching you nothing.
Now, you shared us a lot of good tips today, but you also share a lot of good tips on your Instagram. Can you tell people where they can find you and what other services do you provide? Like, do you do personal training? So tell people a little bit about that platform. I've seen you like grow your following like organically, so people definitely have to make sure that they can find you.
So you can follow me on Instagram, JUST_YN_Tom. So I do online training. So essentially what I'll be doing is sending you a plan, everything mapped out step by step of how to get to wherever goal you want to get to. My specialty is body composition, meaning that I like to change your body fat by keeping the muscle. I'm not really big on gaining weight or losing weight. I want you to look a certain way. I want you to keep your curves for the women, and I want you to keep your size for the men. You don't want to just lose 20 pounds and just not have nothing that you worked hard for. So that's my specialty. Also, I do personal training. I work at Planet Fitness at different locations, but I do personal training and I also do online training.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure that you guys get your health together, specifically because it's holiday time. But that's all we have for this episode of 20 Somethings. I'm Cheyenne Corrin.
And I'm Christian.
And I'm Ibram.
And I'm Justyn.
We'll see you next time.